Hey guys, so Obama just finished his big speech. It was touted as this speech is going to fix our economy. It's going to save us from economic ruin. And if you listen to the speech, you know what I'm going to say. It's not going to do that. Nothing he proposed seems to fix the policy either from the Democratic proposal. If you're a Democrat, what he proposed is not big enough. It's $300 billion, not big enough. If you're a conservative, it's too much spending. If you're a moderate, you're watching the game. You're watching football. Frankly, that's what I'm about to do. Okay? Nobody is going to be happy about this. The actions of this $300 billion. Number one, I'll break down what it is. Most of the spending, according to MSNBC, you can deem it accurate or not. 6 out of 10% of it is tax cuts. The other 4% are construction projects, mostly. You can do the internal math. Most of the tax cuts is here. I actually wrote it down. Give me a second. So I got to look down for a second. $170 billion of the tax cut is a payroll tax cut to employers. And frankly, that's mostly what this is. The rest is, like I said, road construction, which, we usually do every 10 years or so. So the speech, it just isn't going to fix the thing, the economy. And frankly, it doesn't really address the overall issues, which basically go with the post explosion of the housing market. Basically, after the housing market blew up, there's really no place for average Americans to put their money, except maybe gold. If you really think about it, our economy usually has a boom or a bubble being formed by the time one of them pops. And this doesn't really create a bubble, and it doesn't really help us, into a situation where one's going to be created. It just is kind of a Band-Aid proposal. And nobody wants that anymore. Everybody's kind of tired of that. Everybody wants a silver bullet. And this speech just doesn't deliver that. The urgency in the speech, I'll say this about the speech without getting too negative about it. I'll mention something positive about it. I thought that it was very well phrased. It had a few good lines. It was a beautiful speech to hear, better than anything I've ever said. But we've heard these things, we've heard pretty words before. Pretty words do not fix, economic ruin. It just doesn't. You can talk as nice and pretty as you want, but if in the end of the day, it's just not going to fix it. And that's what I think most Americans realize by now, is that Obama does not have the means to fix this at this point. Because if he proposes left, agenda proposals, it's going to get shot down in the House. No question. If he proposes like an ABC program, kind of like FDR, shot down in the House. Okay? No, I don't think there's much question about that. Okay? Now, if he proposes a right-wing proposal, heavy tax cuts, kind of like what he did now, most of these were tax cuts. Number one, the conservatives don't like the proposal. The other thing is that, frankly, it kills his base. No, he's a Democrat. He can't very well propose the huge tax cuts without having some caveats to the left, or else his base is going to be pissed at him. I mean, frankly, a lot of it is already. So he's hamstrung. He can't really function that well. Well, that means that he's got moderate proposals. Well, moderate proposals are not going to get us out of this. That's a simple, whether you're on the left or on the right, this kind of we're going to fix the roads we've got program is not going to fix the economy. Us giving a tax break to businesses for hiring people, while that's great for the businesses, realistically, we've done this before. It does not fix the primary problem, which is America used to be a country where people sold things. Now they've got China, they've got other countries that have currency to, buy things, and that's the problem. We don't have an industrial base either. We really don't have a boom, if you will. We don't have an economy that is growing, and that's the primary problem in the U.S. And frankly, like I said, I don't see the answer coming through the White House, and I don't see it coming through Congress, because if you believe in the right-wing ideology, it's going to get vetoed by Obama. We're in a stalemate period. So it's not going to come through there. And if you look at the business market, it's frankly stalled. It hasn't really made much progress. It's been fairly flat. So I just don't see any of this stuff working out. You can drop your stuff or your opinions, whatever you want to say about this. If you hate my analysis, hell, put down what you think, post your own video too. It's a free country. But if you like what I say, drop something too. I'd like to hear some kind words that just don't come from Obama. I mean, like I said, he can give a really good speech. It's just that it never delivers what he's talking about. We're one country that's united. Bullshit. We fight all the time. I don't know. I'm just very frustrated with this cycle of he gives a really good speech and then he'll end up caving on most of the stuff. Whether you agree with Obama or not, he usually ends up doing that. And it ends up not fixing the economy, even when he caves. I don't know. It's just incredibly frustrating. Frankly, I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed with the speech. This speech won't be remembered probably either. We'll just move on to football. Like I said, I want to catch the game. So that's what I'm going to do now. Subscribe, comment, rate. Have a great day. Bye.